Who is ready for some more wildlife facts fast? So today, Jeremy's ready. So today we are going to talk about one specific species. So I think it was last week we jumped on and we talked about bears. Today we're going to mix it up a little bit and we are going to talk about the draw system and why you should apply for the big game draw. For me, I like getting out in the mountains. I like having fresh air. I love the fall colors. I'm even testing it out here behind me today, even though there's some snow outside my house. But I love getting out in the fall colors, the fresh air, spending time with family. So absolutely. So Jeremy, let's talk about why everyone should be applying for the big game draw.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, everybody's reasons are different. Let's see if your reasons at home fall into our top 5. So yeah, let's talk about reasons you should be applying for big game hunts in this beautiful state. Top 5, let's get right to it. Number 5, social distancing. It's the topic of the day, right? But the good news is that hunting has been social distancing before that was actually a thing. Long before it. You can social distance just fine with the people in your bubble, your home, your loved ones, and get out there and still do your thing. Nothing much has to change there. If you do go with someone else who's not in your bubble, here's a good description, a depiction of how much space you need to keep in between you. About 6 feet would be about 2 mule deer. So yeah, hunting plans don't have to change, and that's a very good news in these bad times, right? If you're out there in your tree stand bow hunting somewhere in New Mexico, you are most likely going to be by yourself potentially anyway, maybe with friends and significant others or something like that who are already in your household. So your plans don't have to change. 2020 and 2021 aren't going to screw up that. Number 4, health. Health is super important right now. Certainly we're talking about physical health. Walking up those mountains takes a lot of physical exertion, but more importantly, I'm talking about mental health. We've all been stuck in our houses for many, many months now, and we need to get out. We need to experience nature more, and these hunts will do just that for you. So imagine trading this, stuck in traffic, shaking your fist at someone, for this. The peace and the solace of being outdoors by yourself, not another person in sight. Sounds pretty refreshing, I hope. Or this. Yes, it's another picture of Albuquerque. Sorry, Albuquerque. Trade that in for this. The serenity, the peace. Or this. A desk full of work, to-do lists, electronics. Let's get rid of that. Unplug and reconnect with what matters. You know, they say spending one night outdoors can reset your circadian rhythms so that you can sleep like a baby. Just after one night outside, you just need to reconnect with some nature. And that's why it's here on our list. And you can go anywhere in New Mexico and see amazing beauty. You can go in the Southwest. Maybe you want to put in for oryx hunting. Maybe you want to go look at maybe some bears in the mountains or something like that. Deer in the Santa Fe National Forest. This state is gorgeous. And another reason to be excited is that our state ranks really low on its population per land area. I think only 5 states have fewer people per land area than New Mexico. We're a rural state full of natural beauty. So get out there and enjoy it. Number 3, conservation. Whether you knew it or not, as a hunter, you are a vital role in conservation. You affect conservation directly by keeping wildlife populations in balance with the environment, so we don't get this urban deer problem like you see in the picture there. You check that animal's population so that the carrying capacity is kept up with, but and overpopulation can lead to a lot of problems. So overpopulation can lead to things like diseases spread more easily among larger groups. That sound familiar? Wildlife-human conflicts, think about crops and agriculture. Habitat degradation, if there are too many animals, they can actually destroy the habitat. Property damage, and human injury. Think about animal vehicle collisions. So all those things and more, hunters keep in check. But even more important than that, perhaps, is who's paying for conservation. There are a lot of groups of people who claim to love wildlife, and I don't doubt them. But when it comes to paying the bills, let's look a little bit further. So how about these folks who want to see the leaves changing? Come to Santa Fe, come to Taos, and check out the leaves. That's great. If that's your passion and you love being outdoors, we always encourage people to enjoy the outdoors more. But are they paying for conservation? No. In doing that, no, they're not. I call those people the leaf peepers. What about these folks? Looking for salamanders under rocks and stuff. Actually, that guy looks pretty familiar. I don't know where we got that picture, but the facial hair and the sunburn, I don't know, can't place it. I call these folks the salamander searchers. Are they paying for conservation? It's great that you want to be out there and enjoying wildlife, including amphibians, but are they paying for conservation? Not in that activity. No, they're not. These folks with their giant cameras, expensive binoculars, and life lists, I call them the bird braggarts. Are they paying for conservation when they do bird watching? That's a big no, folks. You know who is? The people buying hunting, fishing, trapping licenses, habitat stamps, and paying those federal excise taxes. That's how our conservation in North America is set up. That's where it comes from. Take a look at this article from 2020 from the Department of the Interior, and it's saying that in 2019, American sportsmen and women generated nearly $1 billion in excise taxes in 2019 alone. Just in excise taxes, folks. So yeah, you're paying for conservation when you go hunting. Number 2 is meat, a topic all of us can get behind. Now, we all know that it's called hunting, not harvesting. Harvesting is the icing on the cake. The real enjoyment is just being out there. But when you talk about game meat, you're talking about all natural, organic, free range, and local. It doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't taste any better than that either. If you've never had New Mexico elk or oryx, put in for those this year. They are amazing. And number 1, finally, I don't know if we have a drum roll sound effect or not, but just imagine it in your head. The memories, of course, the memories. Getting out there and making memories with your loved ones. Imagine the stories that you're going to tell after sitting around like this, the legends, the jokes that are going to carry on for generations to come, the quality time spent with your family, the wisdom imparted, the lessons received, all that with your children, your friends, traditions passed down from one generation to the next. And perhaps most importantly, the fun. We wouldn't do it if it wasn't fun, all right? So think about which of those matters the most to you. Maybe one of them, maybe all of them. But don't waste too much time in making your own list. You have a good amount of time, but not enough to sleep on. We're taking applications for big game hunts right now. It's already happening. You can do it online at wildlife.state.nm.us. If you can't remember that giant mouthful of a website, just search for New Mexico Department of Game and Fish and go right up here at the top of the screen, that blue bar, that green circle is, and click customer login. And that will get you started. We can help you by phone too. You have until March 17th of this year by 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Get those in. Maybe you like one of those reasons. Maybe you like all of those reasons. Maybe you have another reason you'd like to tell us in the comments below. But those are our top 5.
Awesome. Yes, we definitely want to hear from everybody out there. So comment and let us know, first of all, why you want to hunt this year in New Mexico. And second of all, for next Wildlife Fast Facts, what topic, Wildlife Facts Fast, what topic would you like us to cover? So thank you, Jeremy, and thanks to everyone out there who joined us today.
My pleasure. Have a good one.